Anti-corruption campaigners say President Akufo-Addo must act tough to end illicit gold trading and other financial flows in Ghana. Original, a safety standards-oriented company, has identified Ghana as a major illegal gold trading route, with export destinations being Switzerland, the United Arab Emirates, and India. The report comes on the back of a recent Al Jazeera investigation in which a Canadian was busted over the smuggling of more than $40 million through Ghana annually. We'll hear from Senanu shortly. First, here's a report by my colleague Akufo-Addo detailing the recent report by Origin Oil and Al Jazeera investigation.
The investigative unit of Al Jazeera, in their 4-part investigations into gold smuggling in Africa, revealed that gold smuggler Alistair Matthias smuggles around 40 million worth of gold out of Ghana every month. At least that is what he claims. Alistair Matthias, a Canadian national, allegedly launders money for people all over the world, including African politicians. Alistair Matthias claims President Akufo-Addo is a good friend of his and even used to be his lawyer. This allegation has been denied by legal counsel to the president, Cole Esuman, who has said President Akufo-Addo has not been in private practice since the year 2000, and neither has the president nor his law firm, Akufo-Addo, Prempeh & Co., acted as lawyer for this Alistair Matthias. Just this week, originally a safety standards-oriented company on its illicit trading data map identified Ghana as a major illegal gold trading route with export destinations being Switzerland, the United Arab Emirates, and India. In its report on the global illicit economy, originally noted that, quote, local gold refineries are being extensively used to launder gold from illicit sources in an artisanal mining sector involving several million people, forced labor, and high risks, unquote. In an assessment of the trade data between Ghana and its 3 major gold trading partners, Switzerland, India, and the United Arab Emirates, it revealed that over 6 billion worth of gold exports remain unaccounted for from 2013 to 2016. The figure is expected to rise significantly if all export and import data between all of Ghana's gold trading partners were to be examined.
We can now listen to anti-grafts campaigner Senanu, who says without real action by government and other state agencies, Ghana will continue to bleed of revenue and its international reputation will be stained.
Well, I mean, we say leadership is cost, everything else is effect. Everything rises and falls on the back of leadership. So, and obviously you have leadership at different levels. The first thing would have been for the president himself to say, look, who are those within, who are the stakeholders within the sector who can give us a better understanding? That's assuming they don't have that understanding already. Because in my mind, if government was clear in its mind about the gap, the lacuna we face and its impact on the nation, they ought to have, through the policy thinking, analysis, formulation, come up with a law, come up with a system to deal with this. So probably demonstrates to us that there's a gap in the understanding of what is going on. And the best thing to do would be to have a stakeholder engagement, those in the sector, those who have an understanding like Dr. Aka here, to tell them what is going on and therefore begin to say we set up a small team to look at what type of legislation and what type of institutional framework we need in place to deal with this matter. So I would expect the presidency to take a stand on this. And then the investigative bodies, both from the CID part to any other agencies that have the mandate on this, to begin to look at it and say, what are borders safe? Are they watching the vehicles coming in? How is the gold being transported? Who you could even, if there's assaying going on and it's a good place indirectly to do a backward investigation to go and find out. We have names and contacts of people who've been here. Can that give us leads as to who may be moving gold through the country? I think that there's work that can be done at least at these 2 levels. And Parliament can take an interest as well, because they do have supervisory oversight our government and what it does.
Executive Director of Ghana Gold Expo, Dr. Stephen Blessenaka, says PMMC must do enough due diligence to check the sources of gold and when they are headed.
PMMC or the ASEA will have a records of gold that is having, but for the export, you can never know because the refineries cannot certify the amount of gold that leaves Ghana. So this is the major problem. The other issue of why this is happening in terms of the logistics is that we don't have insurance companies that provide insurance for the small-scale mining sector. So what happens is that the national ASEA still comes on board to say that, okay, I'm going to assay the gold and Emirates is exporting the gold. But the question has to be, you are the official owner of the gold. So as a trader, what insurance company are you using? Once you have the insurance company, of course, there's a value on that. So you'll be able to also track to know that this is the value, this is the quantum of gold that is being insured. But there's no, because insurance has to be on transit. We don't have all these things. So what happens is it's like the country has been focusing on extracting gold, talking about galamsey, illegal money, but where the chunk of the money, which has to do with the trade value, that focus on responsible sourcing, nobody is talking about it. And Dubai, which is your major trade exit, has put in place certain mechanism that if the gold comes from Burkina, Dubai will never accept the gold. If the gold comes from Mali, the Dubai company refinery will never accept the gold because the LBMA programs always run an audit on the responsible sourcing refineries because Dubai is not an LBMA.
All efforts to get the government to comment on the matter has proved futile. Now